Hey, mathematicians, we're going to be talking some more about slope-intercept form and parallel and perpendicular lines today. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at some graphs and try to find the slope parallel and perpendicular to it, really working on those skills, and we're going to end by writing equations in slope-intercept form that are parallel to or perpendicular to. So our goal today is to find the slope of the parallel to the given line and find the slope of the line perpendicular to the given line. So for question 1, I need to figure out my slope first. So I'm going to find two ordered pairs. I'm going to realize that I rise to and I run to. So 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So the slope of the line is 1. So the slope of the line parallel to it is going to be 1. It's going to be the exact same. And the slope of the line perpendicular to it is going to be -1. It's going to be -1. All right, so this is what we're trying to figure out on this. Let's take a look at the next one. I've got 2 dots already given. I've got that my rise is 3 and my run is -1. So the slope of this line is -3 over 1. So the slope of the line parallel to it, so I have this equation, I draw another line parallel to it, it's going to have a slope of -3 over 1. It's going to be the exact same thing. And then perpendicular to it is going to be flip it and take the opposite sign. So this is going to be positive 1/3. We're going to have positive 1/3 as our slope. So again, parallel lines have slopes that are the exact same. They have to rise and run at the same pace. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite and reciprocals. All right, so here's a little bit of practice again with rewriting our equations in slope-intercept form and identifying parallel and perpendicular lines. So I'm going to start by rewriting this first first equation in slope-intercept form. You might say, hey, wait a minute, there's no y. That's okay. So we have 6x equals 10. Divide by 6, x equals 5/3. Now, when we have an equation that is x only, x equals a number, it's a vertical line with an undefined slope. So the slope of this line is undefined. Oops, I didn't spell that right. Let me do that right. Undefined. Okay, so the parallel slope will be undefined because it's got to be the same thing. The perpendicular slope is 0 because then it's going to be a horizontal line, so it's going to be 0. The next equation, it's already in y equals mx plus b. So my m is 1/2, that's the slope. So the parallel slope is going to stay at 1/2. The perpendicular slope is going to flip it and take the opposite. All right, flip it and take the opposite. This last equation, it's not written in slope-intercept form, so we're going to practice that again. We're going to get y by itself, so we're going to divide everything by 2. Y equals 2x plus 4. Right? So the parallel slope is 2. It's going to stay the same. The perpendicular slope is -1/2. -1/2. Okay. Again, giving us some practice with that. Let's do one more graph and then we're going to get into writing some equations. Okay. We're going to take some time. Indicate the slope of the line parallel to the given line and also the slope of the line perpendicular to each line. So for number 1 here, my slope, I'm going to find 2 ordered pairs. I'm going to find here and here. I rise 1, I run 2. So the slope of this line is 1/2. So the slope of the line parallel to it is 1/2. Perpendicular to it is -2/1. negative 2 over 1. Looking at the second one, we need to find the slope of the line. I'm going to find two ordered pairs. I'm going to rise 4. I'm going to go backwards negative 2. My slope is 4 over negative 2, which is simplified to negative 2. So then the parallel line, has a slope of negative 2. It stays the same. And the slope of the line perpendicular to it is going to be flip it and the opposite. So negative 1/2. It's going to be negative 1/2. All right, so here we go. We've talked about how to get equations in slope-intercept form. We've talked about how to determine if they're parallel or perpendicular. Our next step is to write equations of lines. So when I look at this particular question, write an equation in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So I want you to write that down. And then there we go, is parallel to, so parallel means same slope to this equation. So my slope is going to be 1/2. It stays the same. It passes through 4, negative 2. Now we've practiced writing equations when you know the slope and a point, because we know you have to know the m and you have to know the b. We have the m, the slope is 1/2. And that is all I need from this equation, is the slope. Now I need to solve for b. I have my x, I have my y, I have my m. Now I solve for b. So y equals 1/2 x plus b. Negative 2 equals 1/2 times 4 plus b. Negative 2 equals 2 plus b. So this is all pulling together, equation solving, simplifying, all of that is coming together. So we get that b equals 0. So now I have that my y-intercept is 0. So slope-intercept form is y equals 1/2 x plus 0. So the newness today is writing the equation of the line parallel to or perpendicular to. You've practiced writing equations with a slope and a point. And we're using that same process as we go through. Let's take a look at the next one. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that is parallel to this equation and passes through here, right? Well, here's the thing. This isn't in slope-intercept form. So now we need to write it in slope-intercept form. So we have to get it into y equals mx plus b. So 3x plus y equals 2. We're going to subtract 3x from both sides. So y equals negative 3x plus 2. So the slope of this line is negative 3. I have to figure that out first. Now the slope of the new line, if they're parallel, it's going to be the same thing. So the slope of the new line is negative 3. What's the y-intercept of the new line? Well, I know my x, my y, and my m. So I need to solve for b. So y equals mx plus b. So 5 equals negative 3 times negative 2 plus b. 5 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6. B equals negative 1. So the y-intercept is negative 1. The new equation, y equals negative 3x minus 1. So again, the process is very similar to what we've been doing. We're going to do one more example, I think, and then this video will probably be good. All right, so we're going to write slope-intercept form. It passes through negative 5, 3. This time it's perpendicular. So what we need to do first is write this equation in slope-intercept form. So 5x minus 2y equals 6. So we're going to subtract 5x from both sides. Negative 2y equals negative 5x plus 6. I'm going to divide everything by negative 2. So y equals 5 halves x minus 3. Y equals 5 halves x minus 3. Now I know the slope of my line is 5 halves. The slope of the new line is going to be opposite and reciprocal. So the opposite of positive is negative. Flip it is 2/5. That's my M. What's my y-intercept? What's my B? I've got my x and my y. So y equals mx plus b. So 3 equals negative 2/5 times negative 5 plus b. 3 equals 2 plus b. Y equals 1, or b equals 1. So y equals negative 2/5 x plus 1. And there we go. Have a great day, kiddos, and we will see you all shortly. We'll do a little more work with this. Bye.